here. Look over here, garden.
And we assessed that there was a lot of garbage here, and we decided that we were going to try to do something about that. But let's take a look down at that.
Okay. Those ones are shorter. And these ones are
As we enter our outdoor classroom space, we have this arch that's very welcoming. We'll have green beans growing on there again, so children out on the playground or out in this garden space can pick and eat, forage. This year we're going to have a pumpkin patch. Last year we had some squashes, but they were really invaded by weeds. So we'll have the pumpkins and we can harvest them in the fall. This is an open space, all the mulched area for classrooms to gather. This is our accessible bed. This will stay with Jones's classroom. So it's first grade and next year will be second grade. And the classrooms will progress and we will switch these at the end of the year to reflect the change of grade level. So one grade level will be planting and then they'll be harvesting a different one except for this. This is our sensory garden. This year we'll be planting it with a mixture of flowers and edibles. I'd like to have everything in here be safe to consume, so we won't have so many flowers in it. We'll have things like nasturtiums and pansies. As you can see, there's a lot of dead foliage that we'll need to clean out. There's going to be a work day on May 9th, I think it is, or 7th. I can't remember the date. You've had an email that has information about it, but Black Hawk Church is going to be coming again. So if we don't get to cleaning these things up ourselves, they'll have them cleaned up then. But we'd certainly like to have all the beds cleaned out prior to, so that we can get to planting. Another feature that we have is the pollinator garden, and that's a fun spot to go in, except if any of your children are allergic to bees. I'd probably steer them away from walking through the path there. It can get really overcrowded with the stepstones, so we'll make sure this year to try to keep it a little bit more clear. We have a monarch box here, and kids might want to unhook it and look inside. There's some bark that monarchs can lay their eggs. They're very specific about where they lay their eggs, so this is a nice habitat for them. Although there was a wasp nest in there, so I took that out. So you'll just want to be careful about any kids with allergies to bees, that they don't go around that area. And then we have our fruit trees, which are being pruned. Obviously not going to be bearing fruit probably this year. We have our bat box. I always like to have kids stand underneath it and see if they can hear anything, see any droppings, any activity of bats. I haven't seen a lot, but that's always just an interesting feature, and we talk about that bats are great to have in the garden area because they eat mosquitoes and other pesky insects. And then we have our compost bins over here. If you do take a class out and want to clear away some of the decomposing vegetables from last year, you can put them in the compost bins. We'll be trying to get those rotated soon. Let's see, any other areas? The picnic benches. This year I'm going to be planting planters on it that are going to have edibles such as pansies and herbs, so that any of the classrooms that are out here can forage. And then we have all of our plans that we've discussed about which beds are going to have what, planting in the spring and then harvesting in the fall. And our arch over here needs a little repair for the hardy kiwis. And I'm pretty sure that the berries that were along here are dead, so we'll think about what we can plant there for next year. So that's kind of about it for our outdoor classroom here on the Seago side. And we look forward to having another great year of planting, harvesting, processing, and consuming what we grow. Thank you.